Hi, I'm Lindsay. I'm from Confetti Cake Company in Bedlington, and tonight we're going to show you how to decorate a Christmas cake and cover it in white fondant with some simple decorations. Hope you enjoy. So first of all, we'll start with some apricot jam, which here I've added into some boiled water just to make it a bit more pliable for putting onto the cake. So just simply start by brushing your fruit cake. By the way, this is a 6-inch fruit cake that's already been prepared. And what you do is, when you take it out the tin, you would always put it the bumpy side face down, so you've got the nice smooth side that's going to be on the top for your decoration. So the next stage is moving on to the marzipan stage. So what I have here is the Renshaw Marzipan. So this is the professional choice, obviously, where I'm a Renshaw stockist, and you know, you can get supermarket marzipan, you can get supermarket fondant. We just prefer the Renshaw. It's much better quality, and it's tastes amazing too. The marzipan doesn't compare. So first of all, you want to start with, as you can see here, there is a gap where you've turned it upside down. So what you want to do is you want to sausage a bit that goes, and you're just going to put that all around the base of the cake. Just kind of push it in there. Don't worry if it is a bit raggedy at this stage, because that will be covered up when you put on the next stage of marzipan. So you just want to press it all in. So as I said earlier, this is a 6-inch cake. So you want to get a 6-inch flat board, and you're going to be rolling out, and then you'll cut the top. Now obviously when you do the fondant, you don't do it in this way, you do it all in big one circle, but for this marzipan you do it this way. So I've rolled this part out to approximately 5 mil thick, which is ½ centimetre. You don't want it, I mean, some people do like nice thick marzipan, that's preference. This is just the way that I do it. So you've got your 6-inch board that you're using as a template. Take that off, and then you're going to place that onto the top of the cake. And that's going to make a lovely base for your fondant to go on the top as well. Now with the rest, from there to there, approximate depth of a cake like that is about 4 inch. So the next bit, you're going to do a long strip, and you're going to wrap it around that way. I've got my strip of marzipan here that I've cut out. You've got the lip there, so obviously you want to do is just dab all around with just plain water, and then when they stick together, that'll act as some glue. So all we're doing now, water at the bottom, all you're doing now is pressing it round. Don't worry again about any overlaps, because they will be sorted when you smooth it all out. So you've got your right angle smoother here. So you just want to go all the way around. Help to get rid of any finger marks that you might have put on the cake. A nice smooth surface for your next stage, which is putting the fondant on. Don't be frightened of the cake, just keep on pushing and working it, and it will eventually do what you want it to. So there, it's ready for the next stage. So you've got your block of fondant here. For a 6-inch cake, just standard depth like that, you need approximately 650 grams of fondant, depending on how thick you roll it out. So what you must do is knead it very, very well. It often feels like hard as a brick when you first start, so you just have to keep kneading it and kneading it until you get a nice smooth ball of fondant. So I've rolled out here to, well, I don't really work in sizes, I just guess, but for the purpose of the video, I would say it's about 12-inch circle. If you wanted to measure it properly, you would measure up there, across and down again. And that would be the width of your circle you would need. So I've rolled it out. So what you want to do before you pick it up, you want to smooth it all just with the palm of your hand or with your smoother. What it should look like, what it should feel like, is it should feel smooth as glass under your fingers. And what that helps with, it just helps to have no cracks around the side of your cake, and it just makes for a smoother finish. So here we've got the cake, which I've brushed with the leftover apricot jam, and that again helps to act as the glue. So you just pick it up, measure it up at the back, smoothly press down, and so again, you just want to smooth, and you spend quite a bit of time on the top here, because what that is doing is getting all the air bubbles, you're pushing them out that way, and again making it nice and smooth, shiny. And then just with this part of your hand, you want to press it here just about 1/2 inch around the diameter at the top, and that's securing it, making sure there's no air bubbles. Once you've done that, you're going to be using like a sweeping motion going down. So you're going like that, smoothing and pressing as you go. Keep fanning it out like a skirt, because as you can see you get pleats, so you just keep gently lifting, press and smooth down. So as you can see, I've rolled out quite a bit for this cake. You don't need a lot of fondant, so you'll get, so I've got a marzipan on, so you get your smoother. And again, this has helped securing it to the cake, smooth it out so you get no bubbles. And then I'm just going to trim around the bottom of the cake, and then you're ready for the main decoration. So what I've got here is the Renshaw flour and modelling paste. What that is, it's a pre-hardened fondant, so that gives you a little bit more ability to move it about, and it does what you want when you're cutting shapes. So I've cut some holly leaves here and made some red berries. For this we've used the medium, the PME holly cutter. So just popping them out when they pop out, like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to brush the top of here with some edible glue, and we're going to stick it onto the cake in a wreath shape. So if I just get some edible glue and I need the brush. So I've got the squares, edible glue there, and we're just going to lightly brush. In a faint circle. And then we're going to apply these. They don't have to be perfectly flat. Right, I've got this Magic Sparkles, which is it's a gorgeous little white flake, glittery flake that I want to sprinkle over that. So in the meantime, I need to make it a little bit tacky. So I'm going to steam the cake. This also helps to get rid of any ice and sugar marks. As you can see, the colour is massively coming out here. That's what you want. So now I've done that, knock that off. I'm just going to sprinkle some of these flakes over so it looks like the holly has got like a little bit of snow dust on it. Put it kind of inside the little wreath. As you can see, it looks really, really gorgeous. It just makes your cake look a little bit more professional. So the final stage now, the cake's done, is we want the ribbon on. So we're going to do a little bow for the top of the wreath. So the easiest way to do that is you've got your two loops and just tie them together in a knot. And then that makes both of your things at the top. So we're going to put the end together, the tails together, fold it like that, and then just another little dab of edible glue, pop that onto there. Looks beautiful. So I've got some Merry Christmas ribbon here. So for a 6-inch cake you need 50 centimetres, and that goes right the way around. Got that there. So you just overlap it, tiny bit at the back, and you can either use some Pritt stick or again a little dab of edible glue just to secure it. And there you have it. For a 6-inch fruit cake.